What up, this Aries Cobain of Redcon 1 Music Group, and you listening to the Dangerous Grounds Network. I mean, any place where I can say f*** is dope with me. I can say f***, right? Why y'all keep censoring when I say f***? Fuck it, and f*** your safe space. Let's get dangerous.
The Magic Vape Shop. Come on in to the most extreme vape shop in the USA. The Magic Man will slam and mix all your vaping needs at prices you can't beat. With all the vape gear at your fingertips, the Magic Man will provide you with all your desires. See us on the web at themagicvapeshop.com. Let's get vaping.
Yo, this is Jeff.
This is Mark.
I'm Mike.
I'm Craig.
This is Mick.
We are Kings Hollow, and you're tuned into Dangerous Grounds Network.
Yeah. Run by Special Ops veterans, putting people in war zones to work and working where others fear to tread. Each one of our products is manufactured in current or post-conflict areas. Your purchases fund women's education, mining efforts, and healing our veterans. High-quality products that make meaningful change for those less fortunate. What America will be for the world moving forward.
This is Sam from Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network. Hey, you want a freedom boner or what? Listen now.
What's up? This is AJ from Madison Rising, and you're listening to Dangerous Grounds Network. And if you don't have a freedom boner right now, fuck you.
Exactly. Freedom boner is activated. Man, I tell you, for those of you who don't know, I'm currently on probation for a DWI, so public service announcement, do not drink and drive because they will get that ass. However, I say that to say this. I get off in July. I will no longer be held by the man. I will be free to have a freedom boner wherever it is I fucking please. And I want to make damn sure that me and the missus get over there to the underground so that way we can be there for the second annual I Got You 6. Big countries putting it together. Man, I'm excited. I need to come over there and meet you guys face to face. I'm way over here in Houston, all by my lonesome, holding it down. But I'm pumped up, man. And I'm hoping in the future, with how things are going with the Dangerous Grounds Network, that we can maybe expand and start having an I Got You 6 everywhere. Get some sponsorship as this steamroll gets going further and further down the rabbit hole. Maybe we can have one here in Houston. Lot of artistic entertainment, and this is, from what I understand, the #1 capital of the world for veterans. So why the fuck not? We don't need a little crazy ass running around. Yeah, I already got a couple of those, my friend Ron C. But you never know. I might pop out one more. You never know. Well, anyhow, make sure if this is your first time tuning in, get us on Spreaker.com, 3% Morning Show. Follow us. Make sure you give us a like. Blast us on Facebook, YouTube. We are now on iHeartRadio live. So make sure that you check us out and all the other wonderful shows that we have on Dangerous Grounds. You don't want to miss out. It's veterans helping veterans. It's a beautiful thing. We are not scripted. This is all live from the top of the dome. We don't have any regulations, so we can say what the fuck we feel and how we want to feel. And I can't express to you how important and how exciting this means to me. Dangerous Grounds Network. One of the fastest growing podcasts. It's growing every day. We got a new show coming out. We got a new host every day. We got new guest appearances every day. Big countries out there every day. Shaking hands, motivating America. Getting people to tune in. For all our loyal fans that are out there. And you know who you are. We absolutely adore you. We love it that you're here with us every day. And for the ones who don't join in on the chat room, and I know that you're over there listening, we very much appreciate it, and we see you. We know we got viewers and listeners all over the globe, and it's a phenomenal thing. We're fastly growing. That's why iHeartRadio accepted us, because they saw what we got going on. So I'm happy to be a part of this. We're going to keep the ball rolling, and we're going to keep doing our thing and motivating one day at a time. And that's what's important, man. You know, I express, majority of our fan base is freedom fighters. Veterans themselves are people who are affiliated with veterans or military organizations or just have a love for the country. If you could just help somebody out every day, and it don't matter how you help them out. Maybe you just put a smile on their face. Maybe you just open a door for a little old lady. You know, one little act of kindness, you kill them with love. That's what I always preach. Kill them with kindness. Kill them with love. It takes a lot more energy to have hatred towards somebody than it does to have love. You know, I don't wish hatred upon my worst enemies. I don't really have any enemies anymore, man. You know, after I went down my struggle and, you know, because I suffer with PTSD and depression and everything else, I didn't let it define me as a man. I decided I needed to rise up above it all and get against it instead of let me drown in my sorrows and piss away everybody and everything that I've ever loved and appreciated. I started looking around and realizing, you know what? Something inside me feels better when I help others feel better. And I don't do it for the gratification, the glory. I don't follow around with a video camera, happen to have footage of every nice little act that gets done. I feel like that's necessary, and it's good to have acts of kindness on video so you can see that as a representation, because there's so much bullshit and crap that's going on in this world. But it is necessary to motivate each other by any means. So I challenge all y'all today out there listening. If you have an opportunity to put a smile on somebody's face, I dare you not to. If you have an opportunity to change somebody's life, and you don't even know if you're changing their life or not. You don't know. You just know that it's your obligation as a fellow man or woman in this society to help out. Don't be stuck on your phone. Don't be stuck on social media, because you're going to miss it. And what did I talk about at the very beginning? You got to seize the moment. Every day is an opportunity. Every day that we're above ground is a good day. It's an opportunity. So don't fucking waste it. You know? So, let me digress. Before I sit on my soapbox for too long, let's talk about relationships for a minute. How many of y'all had some bad apples out there? Ron C. T-Man, where you at? I know, Ron, you single. T-Man, you in a relationship? I'm currently in a relationship. Love of my life. To me, it was a gift of God. When I was at the lowest of my low, I had to go to Camp Hope, which is the PTSD Foundation of America. Ron, see, relationships aren't a trap. Maybe just the ones you've been into. And I agree. If you would have asked me 4 or 5 years ago, I'd say, hell yeah, it was a trap. But listen to this, man. When you're not looking for it and God plants you a gift, you have to run with it, right? I was over here at Camp Hope, getting myself better, learning about this PTSD. What the hell is it, and why does it affect me the way that it does? I graduated the program 6 months later. I found it in my heart that I wanted to motivate other veterans. So I stayed around, and I became a mentor, and I worked for Camp Hope. And when I was there was a volunteer that showed up. She was at nursing school, and Camp Hope wasn't even in her list of places that she could volunteer at. She just found it in her heart that she wanted to volunteer to help veterans in need. And she had heard about this great place called Camp Hope. So she came over there and rendered her services because she needed 15 hours for community service hours for her nursing program so she can get her degree. So there she was at the front desk, and I was in my office. And I don't know, man, it's magical when you look at somebody and you can just tell. And I never had that feeling before ever. And I knew somehow or another I had to get her attention. But I had to be professional about it. Because you can't fraternize with volunteers or other employees at the workplace, you know. So I tried not to make it too obvious. I volunteered, made sure I was in the front of the line to give her a tour of the camp. And, you know, I was walking her around, and we were chit-chatting and smiling and googly-eyeing each other. And I let that opportunity pass me by. And then another day came by, and I tried to be real slick about it. And I showed her my Facebook profile and said, hey, you should check it out sometime, you know, and, you know, maybe we could chit-chat, blah, 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 whatever, because I knew I was slick. I knew she only had a couple more hours of volunteer time. She was going to be done. So I couldn't wait. I had to go ahead and message her first. And everything just fucking blew up from there. We had our first date, and now we're going on a year and a half later, and I couldn't be happier. She's definitely my soulmate and the love of my life. And been through many, many bad apples and sour situations to get to where I'm at now. I'm very grateful to finally find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They do exist, my friends. I promise you. But you're not going to find it at the bar. You're not going to find it at the club. You're not going to find it on Tinder or wherever the fuck, all these different apps. You're not going to find it. It will find you when you are ready to handle it. And that's why I truly believe I wasn't ready to give 100% of love to somebody when I was stuck in my shit. It wasn't until I started figuring out who I am and loving myself that I was able to love somebody else. And at that point, I knew it was time to pull the trigger by any means necessary. But I could go on for about 2 hours about some of the crazy situations I've been in prior to this relationship. And that brings me to my next segment. One of my favorite comedians, he no longer really does stand up anymore. He's more of an actor and musician now, Jamie Foxx. Did wonders on the piano. And he used to sing and play at the end of his stand-up routines. And there's a specific part here in one of them that I wanted to play for you that talks about how you feel when you run across your ex or you see him, and how you feel about the certain situation. So without further ado, I'm going to play a little bit for you here. See if you can follow along.
Relationships, do you love them or do you hate them? I hate them. Hate relationships. Don't you hate it, fellas, when you get involved with somebody and then you trip, you fall in love, what you don't anticipate doing, and you ever get jealous? Don't jealousy make you do some silly shit? You ever get jealous and the person ain't even with you? You just see somebody that you think she might like. You be like, look at this motherfucker working out, looking all good. What's up, Jamie? Fuck you, man. Don't be looking at my girl either. Your girl ain't with you. She with me in spirit. Or you ever just have a relationship where you just get tired of each other? It's the same old thing. You're like, damn, I can't figure out what's going on with him. I can't figure out what's going on with her. And you're just arguing. That's when you can't even pronounce it. We just arguing. I say it's black, you say it's white, you say it's red, I say it's blue. We just don't get along. And then sometimes they just walk in and you just... and you just want to say, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck. That's how Bilal would do it. Fuck you, sister, soul, sister. Fuck you, sister, soul, sister. Fuck you.
Told you. Shit is funny as fuck to me. T-Man, I think it's time that I sit back, reflect on the shit that I do. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So check this out, man. Most of the time when you seek